I'm live, yes. I don't know why I'm talking like the Crimson Executioner tonight. Oh, it's probably because I'm wearing red. The Crimson Executioner will torture you, yes. Those of you that have never seen Bloody Pit of Horror, sorry. I guess that joke just went right over your head. You don't know who the Crimson Executioner is. Shame on you. You need to rectify that immediately. I think it's on Tubi. You can definitely find that shit on YouTube for sure. Yeah, it's called Bloody Pit of Horror. Trust me, your life is not complete until you've seen it. Anyway, yeah, it's moi. Doing my very first surprise live stream, and that's because it's around midnight here, EST, on the East Coast. So I don't have to worry about too many people watching. In case I screw up and make a complete catastrophe out of myself. Anyway, just wanted to say that I'm not intending on having any kind of like a regular show. What I want to do is I kind of want to be the Charlie Rose or the Dick Cavett or Bill Moyers of our little indie community streaming scene. If you recognize those names, you're probably old. If you don't recognize any of those names, these were guys that would do talk shows that were actual talk shows. It's not like late night shows, right? Which are supposedly talk shows, but they seem to do everything but talk. The questions are prepared in advance, the answers are prepared in advance. It's all stage managed. There's no actually sitting down and just having a conversation with somebody and getting to the meat of things, beyond the superficial. It's funny because I did my first stream last Tuesday, which was, wasn't this past Tuesday, the Tuesday before that. Yeah, I've been slacking. Sorry, I smoke a lot of weed. Anyway, no, that's not entirely true. I'm okay. I'm generally a good boy. But these were people that were interested in art, interested in the people that produced it, and into getting into like really deep discussions. And when I did the Western Comic Book Creator Roundtable week before last, I wanted to have a serious talk about Westerns and, their significance in our own lives and, as American mythology, all that stuff. And we seemed to talk about anything but that during the stream, but then we went backstage and suddenly we were having that conversation. So am I going to shill books? Hell yeah, I'm going to shill books. I'm not going to invite anybody onto a stream and say, oh, by the way, we're not shilling your book. No, of course not. No. I have benefited greatly from about how long has it been? It's been about a year and a half since I appeared on my first stream, and of course I was stiff and awkward as hell. Basically, with a stick up my ass, like, I'm my comic book. It was very, very odd. It takes a while getting used to this format, and I find that it becomes easy once you cease to give a shit. And I could give a rat's ass. I give zero fucks about anything. So that means that I can maybe go to some interesting places that maybe some of the other streams might not. Now, that's not to say that I'm looking for drama. Drama over there, I'm over there. Last thing we need in the scene is drama. I hate strife. I was like that little kid that when people would be fighting, I'd be fucking screaming, stop it. And as I got older, whenever, I'm around a fight, or an argument or something like that, I just leave the room. People will be like screaming at each other and they're just like, where'd Brian go? Brian fucking split is what he did because he didn't want to deal with your bullshit. So the kind drama, please. But yeah, let me also start by giving some shout outs. People who've had me on. Shout outs to Bancroft, Shay, Drew, of course, Sim and Chris, love those dudes, Mandy, Billy Tucci, Arts T Bear, my grade 2.5 peeps, Raging Golden Eagle, Red Gaze, RJ from Critical Blast. I know I'm missing a lot of people here, and that says something. Clint Stoker, what up to him? I just wanted, I promise that I love you all, and I know some of you don't get along, and if I refuse to choose sides, that's not because I'm not a loyal kind of a guy. It's because to tell the truth, I lose track of what people are beefing over, and I try to stay ignorant, as ignorant as possible. I take people at face value. I take them at their word until they approve otherwise. And I'm just a chill dude like that. I think we have a really special indie scene here, which I know I personally feel very, very grateful to be a part of. And we should all work to build it up and not try to tear each other down. That's what's made this scene so special, is the willingness of people in it to welcome newcomers. Oh boy, did we get a lot of newcomers this year. Oh, like an influx, right? There's so many books out right now. It's insane. And in a one sense, as a creator who's currently running his third campaign, there's a part of me that's like, oh crap, it's like more competition for people's dollar, but that's a good thing. And we've got new talent, and that's a good thing. So maybe some of like the mid-range campaigns, they're maybe not making the kind of dough that they were making last year, but I'm also seeing more people with $2,000, $3,000 campaigns getting funded, and that can only be a good thing. The mainstream, they're all shanking each other. Stick them. That island that they're on, it's shrinking. The water is getting higher and higher and higher, and they're just knocking each other off. And we're doing the exact opposite. We're opening the doors and helping people in, and they can hit us up with questions. And I can't say I'm one of the people that like reaches out as much as he should to help new people, but I am down with a lot of people who are. And I'm not going to name names, but Preston, Sim. Sorry about that. There's a lot of people that deserve a lot of credit for that, and they're doing it with a real sense of joy, which I appreciate, because my God, we're making comic books. This shit is supposed to be joyous. It should be fun. If you're not having fun, this is like a vocation where if you're not having fun, you're doing your job wrong. And we are offering a resistance to the mainstream, and they're starting to notice us. And anyway, we are fighting the dragon, and we're doing it together. And what can I say? I get all choked up about that. So yeah, what the heck am I going to be talking about? Okay, so we did a Western comic book creator roundtable. I actually want to do another one of those. That actually led to discussions of doing a CG Western anthology. But I'm not going to say anything more about that. But things will be moving on that front. I'm fairly confident. That's inevitable. That's gonna happen. There's just too many Western books out there right now, and dope looking ones too. Really, really dope looking ones. Devil of Talon Flats, even Butch Cleaver. Oh yeah, Octopus Cowboy, Deadwater. But yeah, I also wanted to say, definitely check out Matt. Metal Movies and Brewskis, his campaign right now for Butch Cleaver is alive and kicking, and he's that close to his goal. And you know, I always feel like we should. In the old days, we used to be able to do this. You know what I mean? We would like round everybody up, and we would get behind a campaign and get it across the finish line. But then, of course, we had those 2 civil wars, and that kind of fucked everything up. Sorry, I curse a lot. I grew up on Richard Pryor and George Carlin. I'm a potty mouth. But I'm interested in having discussions about other topics. Like hopefully next Tuesday, I'm trying to put this together. I'm going to have a bunch of creators of monster books on to not only show their books, their monster comics, but also just to talk monsters and to talk monster movies and monster comics and all that good stuff. I'm a little pissed off at them because I am like a heavy duty monster guy. I am a horror man to the core, right? And I love me some monsters. Always have, since I was a little kid running around the house wearing one of those paper Wolfman masks going, Wolfman, Wolfman, Wolfman. I don't even have any recollection of that. That's just, my mother used to tell me that story a lot. And well, what can I say? It definitely fits. But so that means like having people on like Rob Muerto with Tales from the Classroom and Von Klaus with Monster MD, both awesome books. Irini's got this really incredible looking book, Fiendish. Preston Acevedo, my boy, he's of course got Doc Salem, and oh god, yeah, that's right. And I believe soon he and Sim are going to be working on drawing Blood Hunt Doc Salem, the crossover, which I scripted by moi. I hope it's good. I think I need to get Albino Thunderbuns on this one, possibly as an editor. We'll see, because it's just been back to back to back to back to back to back work for me, and that's not me complaining. I'm grateful. It's kind of like when you're doing fulfillment and you're bagging and boarding books and you're folding Gemini mailers and you're just like, oh man, I got 400 of these to go through. And, you start getting pissy and resentful, and then you realize, like, duh, it's like, dude, you wanted this problem. If anything, you'd want this problem to be worse. Signing 4,000 books and folding it up, bagging and boarding them, Gemini, mailing them. Yeah, it's what can I say? But yeah, I'm what other topics do I want to do? Oh yeah, I also definitely want to have a roundtable discussion at some point about conventioning or conventioneering or whatever the heck it's called. COVID restrictions are lifting. We don't know what's going to happen, of course, especially here in New York. People are bracing for the Delta variant. Who knows? We don't know, day to day what's going to happen. All of our institutions here in America have failed us. We don't know what the truth is or what's a lie. So we're pretty much on our own. and making plans to meet in person may not work out next year. I'm hoping, because holy shit, there's a lot of you people that I'm looking forward to meeting in the flesh. And not if, when that happens, don't worry. I mean, just be prepared. I'm a hugger. It'll be okay. I'll be wearing a dry shirt. I'll put on deodorant. You know what? I might even put on antiperspirant, even though it makes my pits itch. But yeah, that's going to be something that's going to be interesting. But we're going to have a lot of people setting up tables for the first time. We're going to have a lot of people working a crowd for the first time. There are tips and suggestions, some things we might agree about, some things we might not agree about, that people who are experienced tabling conventions can help the rest of you with. Little money saving tips, like instead of paying $50 for a steel folding chair, like the wrestling, the ones that they use in wrestling to give each other chair shots with. Instead of paying $50 for one of those, because what they'll do is, I think you get one chair with the table, and then every other chair you have to like pay extra for. Instead of doing that, go to Campmore, someplace like that, and buy camping chairs. They're easy to carry with you. They're designed to be folded up, and they got like lots of little pockets for your, for your drinks and your hard drugs and your and your I would always put cashews in one of the pockets. If I'm feeling hungry, I just go, wolf some of those down and keep going. Little things like that. So yeah, we'll see how the streaming thing goes. Otherwise, I intend on just doing like these little flybys and seeing if they develop into anything interesting. So this is a good reason to start following me now, so you can see me awkward and making a complete ass out of myself at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Might be good blackmail material in the future. But what can I say? I believe in Ray Bradbury's old axiom of jump off the cliff, build your wings on the way down. So with that, I believe I will be bidding you all a good night. And yeah, pretty much. Oh, and got to do a toy stream too. I mean, check it out. Yeah, and I'm pretty good about parting with things too. I mean, don't abuse that shit, folks. But sometimes somebody will be like, "You got that?" And I discover that they're like, I might be a fan, but they're like a mega fan. So I gotta part with it. I understand. It's all good, but don't abuse that shit, people. Because there's some shit I'm not gonna part with. Oh, hey, what's up, Michael Siegenthaler? Gute Nacht. Geez, I don't even know if there's anybody even there, if there's anybody even watching. But that's okay. Like I said, just starting to do this. This is my flagship journey, my virgin voyage. And I guess I will talk to you all later. Peace, love, and soul, and everybody. To steal a line from Vinny, be kind to each other. Peace and love. Peace and love.